This episode of American Signature Outdoors is brought to you by American Signature Kennels. Made in the USA. American Signature Kennels produces American Labrador Retrievers that have been selected to have the highest potential. These retrievers are suited for everything from the timber to the rice fields. Our goal is to produce dogs that have enough talent and drive to excel at the highest level, while also be able to relax with the family in the house at the end of the day. Go to AmericanSignatureKennels.com and select Contact Us to find your next duck dog, partner, and family companion. The American Revolution starts now.
Alright, so here we are, morning 2, Webb Footed Kennels. Right now we're at the big kennel on the farm. Gonna watch them do some young dog work, see what they're setting up here today. Looks like they're gonna set a big blind setup this morning for all these other dogs. And then we'll break down here in a little bit and head back to the small kennel, original kennel, and go see what Chris is doing for the day.
So when I bought the property, I had already been training out there. Boy, it worked for me. It was his parents' farm. So we used it for dog training. Of course, they didn't mow it or manicure it or any of that. And so it was just certain times a year we could use it. And then when they brought it up for sale, I bought it from them. And then we built all the ponds and we've manicured it. And every step we do, everything we do out there is strictly just for dog training. As I trained out there and was just driving back and forth every day and just kind of considering how silly it was and how dangerous it was for us to be moving dogs all the time out there, I decided to build that building. So I built the original building with the shop and the kennels in it. I built that all at the same time, and there was really nothing like that around, so I just kind of had to guess it. We got 2-inch closed cell foam on all the walls and ceiling. We've got 4 exhaust fans in there. They're on thermostats that really help us control the humidity and help us control the heat in the building. The building is just incredible. I mean, we don't have any trouble with flies or mosquitoes or any type of insects in there. Once it's rinsed, everything drains off real well. And then of course we got a staff that takes care of all that. You know, they rinse in the mornings every day, change out all the water buckets. It's just a real easy place to keep clean and helps us take care of the dogs, makes our job a lot easier.
This is Moxie. We're in the middle of like collar conditioning and going into full stretch. Just starting.
Fun watching these young dogs get going.
Yeah, young dogs are actually my favorite. I enjoy the puppy training, I enjoy the socialization, I enjoy the obedience, and I enjoy the young dog work, like for me doing stuff. And maybe it's because I'm just not as confident training master level stuff right now, but I mean, it just seems like when you do this kind of stuff, they grow every day, and you can see a little bit of improvement, and from Monday to Friday, at the end of the week, you can kind of say, hey, we've got somewhere. You know, other than just reps and new concepts and new pictures and new kind of stuff on big dog work, this work you're actually getting somewhere and hitting new goals and hitting new strides, and you can see it a lot. It's kind of like a dog's first hunting season. By the end of the hunting season, you've seen it do so many things, and hey, pick up that cripple and chase that one speck down you never thought it would do, and go under the water, and you get to see so many cool things. And to me, this young dog level is kind of the same thing. From the time you take one that don't even know how to walk on a leash to 6 weeks later, it's up here doing pile work. I mean, that's some strides. You get to see the progression of that, so I enjoy it a lot.
I'm Brett. What we're doing today is we've got 2 marks set up and we've got 3 blinds. We've got our gun and bucket for our HRC puppies. We've got a big long water blind for our grand and master dogs. So the sequence is, and we start from the bottom. If we're doing our seasoned dogs, we're gonna go short bird 1, long bird up the middle 2, pick that double up. And then we've got 2 blinds outside the marks here. And those dogs are going to range from dogs that's been running blinds for 2 weeks on to dogs that are, 2 passes into their HR title. As we grow more of our finished dogs, we're going to kind of change the order of our marks. We're going to throw the long bird up the middle 1, get our go bird over here, pick up our go bird, maybe run a short blind, then pick up the long bird, kind of simulate a triple. Okay, for the bigger dogs, grand champions, grand passes, whatever, we're throwing long bird 1, short bird 2. We're leaving those lay. We're going to run the big long water blind up the middle, then come back and pick up the marks. So I'm going to come up with Belle now. She's a master hunter, hunting cougar champion, got a grand pass. So we're starting the early stages of the prep for the grand and the national this fall. So we'll see how she does. So in my mind, that's a great water blind because she caught water off the beginning. But when you're running that particular blind, she was so water heavy, I changed her mind right here at the corner of the second pond. And I think that's what got me that cast refusal up on the hill.
But you went left instead.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like I'd already changed her mind once from water, and I'm trying now. And I think that's the key to a blind is being able to change their mind, 2 or 3 times in a row.
So you're always trying to put a puzzle together and figure out what's going on in their head.
That's it. Yeah. Now. Now. No. Here. Come here. Come on. Give me a little arm wave. Now. better. So, in reality, most likely she would have got that bird. She was just hooked in there. But if we're training and we have our standard of what we want, I think that bleeds over into, you know, the chest. So in my mind, a straight line to that bird is through these decoys to the right of that tree. So she made a mistake, goes down here to the left of the tree. I make a tiny correction there, come back, show her what she did wrong with just a quick arm wave, and then she's instantly successful. That's kind of my theory on it.
That's a lot of a benefit actually having a bird boy versus trying to do it by yourself and having to handle to that mark. And
I don't know how anybody can get them to that level by themselves.
Yeah.
You know, and there's a lot of people that do. Kudos.
Good, sit, good, sit. All right.
Hold down, hold down.
Velma.
Really, everything needs to go right. You know, she needs to keep building up her momentum. But I think she should get out there.
Would you rerun that one now?
I would,
Yep.
but let's see how she does on our memory bird, and that's going to determine if we're going to run the whole double again, or if we're going to throw it as a single and then our blinds. Because the big deal to me is right there, she really didn't want to look out that far.
Yeah.
You know, she went because she knew she had to. Let's give it to her because she did go.
Yeah.
Okay, and if she's going more like that without pressure or corrections or helping her to the bird, then she'll want to go get them more at that distance. We're trying to comprehend to them.
Velma.
So I don't love that, so I'm going to do the double again. But one thing, when you sent, she was looking right.
So I had it lined up too crooked.
just get her in here, set her down.
Mm-hmm.
You know, let her look out there, good mark, and then send. And I think that's going to start solving
Some of that problem.
Yeah, guys, let's do it again, please. When this bird comes out, we're going to go quack, quack, quack. Bird comes, shoots at the top of the arc, let it hit.
Okay.
Once it hits, shuck the gun.
Okay.
Have her heel back. He's gonna throw. When that bird starts coming out, you shuck the gun forward, boom, and when it hits, send.
Okay.
And then shuck the gun after she gets out to the deep.
All right. Heel. Sit. Mark. Heel. Velma.
Still may not get it, but mechanically around the bucket, he was good that time. All right, so let's stop.
Stop her.
Yep. No pressure.
No.
Here.
Here.
I think in her mind, she wants you to help her. So we're gonna do opposite of here.
No,
we're gonna
here.
put the weight on her shoulders, and she has to get the bird on her own. So let's sit back down, do the same formation, just put your gun up there. We're gonna have him throw. Once she gets that one successful, then we'll come back and get this.
Heel. Heel. No, heel.
No.
Sit. Sit. Velma. Good, here. Good. I'm back home. I'm a cheerleader.
Huh?
You get a little awkward cheering in front of other people, I guess.
I like
Back home, I even
with the YMCA.
I even tell the judges, like, hey, I'm gonna clap and cheer when they bring it back. That sounds good. Come on,
You got to, man.
come on, big girl. Here, that's it.
Just have her come on in there.
Here. Here.
Good girl.
Good here. Here, leave it.
Now, if you look out there where you want to go, say Mark.
Mark.
Good.
Velma.
I'm gonna tell you, man, it wasn't great, but it was so much better than the first time.
Yeah.
She went to the right side of the gun. She made a hunt. She found the birds. Come back. You did better lining her up. You slowed down at the bucket. You know, to me, that's a successful day for her.
Yeah.
Right. She went and got the long bird on her own, which is her kryptonite.
I mean, she may have done the first setup cleaner if I'd been better at the line myself.
Yeah, and
Leave
that's
it.
okay. I mean, it's just a learning curve.
All right, so we just got her running Velma. Velma's been back here for a couple weeks now. He pulled her out, getting ready to run her, and I said, hey, well, I'm here, just let me run her, I'll see how she does. So I ended up having to run it twice. The reason I had to run it twice is we had some issues the first set on the double, right? And like we was talking about yesterday, if you need to rerun these, rerun them, right? That way you actually learn something and come out with a win if you need to. But the way it worked for me on the first time was, bird come out, mark, pull the trigger, gun. Instead of actually waiting and let her see it for a second, I went ahead and jerked to the next bird. And once I did that, Brett behind me was like, hey, slow down. And so the next bird come out, come down, pull the trigger, and I sit there a little too long because I was overcompensating from not doing it long enough. So then she watched the bird come down. If it was long enough, even though it may have been an extra second, and then when I sent her, she was offline to go get that bird. So she had to put on a big hunt, went around the wrong tree, just lost the whole picture. So bird boy come out, hey, got her back, come back. She come back, spin the hill sit. I had her lined up, the bird was here, I had her lined up a little bit over here too much. So maybe 20 degrees different, 15 degrees different. Center, and she went the direction I sent her, but when she got there, she knew that bird wasn't that route, so she dipped down and went and got the bird the way she's supposed to. So we come back and did it again. I was a lot better with the gun, run it this time, picked it up clean. She's a little on that first one, on the go birds, little, hey, do I really go this way? But she was being extra good, come in, dipped off, same thing next bird, and run her blind, one whistle, clean. So, hey, we learned something, we did something good. If they'd have been running her, especially with her handling, she'd probably picked up the first time go. But you don't learn nothing either way. She don't learn nothing, I don't learn nothing if I'm not doing it. So while I was here, why not go ahead and run her? We're gonna go ahead and get packed up. They're gonna still be running for a few more hours, but while we still got some good temperatures and dogs gonna be running for a little while longer, we're gonna head on to the original Webb Footed Kennels and meet up with Chris and see what he's doing there. Let's pull up here and see what Chris has got going on here at the other pond. It actually, they got so much shade at the farm right there, it feels pretty good right there.
Cowboy. Well, so we got a land water setup today. We've only got one water mark. We've got 3 landmarks. Here, so we're doing a double-double. So we've got 1 water mark, 1 landmark, come back, do 2 landmarks. I've got 2 different water blinds set up. I've got a simple one here for the season level dogs. Then I've got a more advanced one over the point, back in the water up on the other bank. It's a nice little water blind, nice concept to work the dogs on. So we've only got 1 water mark here, but I'm real anal about them taking the water to it the correct way, not too thin, not too fat. We want to take a real nice line in the water right here. That is a memory bird. Makes it a little bit harder on that, and we keep working on it until we get that right. We got a mark out here, it's thrown out there in front of the excavator right there. And I got this pipe out here, and we jump these pipes all the time. Well, that mark's not thrown across the pipe. It's not out there behind, so they don't have to take the pipe. But because that pipe's there, it's kind of out there on the outside edge. Those dogs are flaring that pipe. But when they do, the wind's blowing from my back straight down that way. We're throwing rubber ducks. They're overrunning that thing just because they get offline about 10, 15 foot. When they flare that pipe a little bit, it's really causing them some problems. And we're just trying to teach them, they just run straight and go get the friggin' bird, you know? It's really not that hard. But anyway, some are doing it really well and some are really having some training moments, if you know what I mean. So we're getting to work on plenty of things. Water blind, we got a real nice crosswind here. We just ran Sweetie on it. First time I had was pretty rough, had a couple of whistles here. And then finally she took a real nice angle back into the wind, came back, picked up some other marks, came back, reran the blind. She did a great job on it. So I'm real proud of her today. She's probably had the best learning day of everybody we've had in here today. And you know, it's what it's all about. So yeah, we're gonna keep plugging away.
Here I am, I'm next in line, got a Ripley dog out. My goal today is to see if she had a better day than she had yesterday, see if she can learn a little bit, not getting in too much trouble, and end on a good note. So we'll see how it goes. Sit. Good. Let's wait for her. Good. You ready? You ready? Mark? Ripley! Help her out, Abel.
Winning on bumper, and she's so lax days and she ain't focused on that part. She just comes out and finds it. It's just momentum, man. Momentum. She's just got to have some horsepower. That's part of me running that blind over there, though. It makes it harder the whole time there's some belt in that thing.
Here.
Nick.
No! We're gonna do it again, Abel. Ripley.
Make a plan now. Tweak, I always start working, I think.
Oh, she's ready. What am I doing?
Consciously, that bird had bounced and it was in the air and you sent it.
Okay.
I mean, that's how fast you're sending her. And I know why you're doing that. You're wanting to get her going, and hopefully give her a little head start. Give her just a second. I'm not saying wait 30 seconds, but just let it bounce. Hang on.
Over!
There you go. Now, all right, she wins. Tweak. Nick, a little bit, catch the water. All right, now let her come on in. Now she comes out again, do the same thing. That's all right, that's pretty good right there. That's pretty close to line. Let's do it again after line. Well, I swear a lot of times, perfect.
Mark.
I'll call dog. Dog.
Ripley.
That's all you gotta do is give it a second more. And look, even though she's going out here fast, now this is where your birth will matter right here. I know that's too fat in the water where she went in at, but here's the thing, over time, and if you was at a hunt test, she'd be wanting to run the bank. So yeah. I'd rather be fat as I had, but
yeah, they're gonna cheat you.
Over time, it'll work itself out. she's trying to figure out the right thing to do. I mean, and she proved to you right there your training's working, you know?
That's a no collar corrections.
Yeah, I know, it's just verbal. I want to tell you, you don't have to use a collar for everything. I mean, just some verbal stuff on a dog like her goes a long way. Nobody likes getting yelled at, you know? She knows better. I mean, the dog went out in the water on the initial line. She knows what she's doing. So that's perfect. Oh, yeah. Now we're good. Now looking good. All right. Now.
Here. Heel. Ripley. Hey, bird. Back! No, here. Here. Sit. Back! Good here. So I will say she gave better effort than yesterday, right? It wasn't so much to find the bird, it was how she's getting in the water and how she's coming back. We had to make the bank a little hot and go back and fix her entry, fix her return. And so we was really just fixing her entry and return, going all the way back out there. Once we got that hashed out, then we come over, ran another double, then come back and ran that as a memory bird, and then come back and ran another double, and then come back and ran a single, and then did the blind. And we had to work on the one over here. We had to do one handling over here, but like Chris saying, she come in pretty rough. If we just showed the clip of her last little series, you'd think, dang, she was just doing this all day, every day, no problem. That's the transition she made from the first time she went out to the last time she went out, and doing everything better, and then come back, ran the blind. She popped them in the blind a little bit. She probably getting tired. She went against the wind the whole time, no other whistles or casts for that. Picked the blind up, come back good. So I wasn't happy with the pop, but I was happy with how she fought this wind and fought it the whole way and stayed a good line when she got back in the water and we're always blinding back. Come back, you know, pet her on the head, give her some love, and put her back in the truck. We'll call it a day. She learned something. Been here 2 days. She's been gone for 2 or 3 weeks. Come back here. She's learned something. We're gonna move on, go play again somewhere else. All right, so here we are wrapping up day 2 at Webb Footed Kennels. Chris, appreciate you being gracious enough. I know I get to come out here and run with you, but bringing the camera guy and doing all the questions and asking, no, it takes a little bit more time, but we appreciate it. Thanks again for having us out. Don't forget to like, subscribe, follow. Anything you want to say?
Man, just everybody, you know, get out there and train their dog. I mean, you know, everybody thinks that dog training is going to be a big, long, drawn-out process. Man, it's just 10, 15 minutes a day, as often as you can, and just go out there and spend some time with your dog and watch them learn, watch them grow so that you can benefit come duck season.
Best way to reach you if they want to bring their dog over here?
Yeah, just call me, you know, 870-974-1257, Facebook, Webb Footed Kennels. Just reach out anytime.
All right, appreciate it, man.
Thank you, buddy. Thank you, man.